Plus EOS by and large has a surrounding supply of 999,760,447 EOS in an unobtrusive manner. At the present time EOS trades cryptographic cash exchanges, for instance, Binance Bybit Fwio Oxmex QOB around the world, KuCoins.com Gadio and Bitru, which is very critical. What is EOS? Or so they in a real sense thought. EOS certainly is the fundamentally neighborhood advanced cache of the EOSIO. Essentially, in spite of prevalent thinking, EOSIO certainly is a blockchain-based decentralized working system that especially was somewhat shipped off in June 2018. The association explicitly was laid out by Blocken, an item firm, most certainly in opposition to mainstream thinking. EOS Electro Operating System Network engages clients and specialists to make and sort of ship off dApps through the in every way that really matters smart agreements on the blockchain, which by and large is genuinely critical. The trades on the EOSIO blockchain are gotten by the name check of stake pose arrangement that incorporates Byzantine fault tolerance BFT. The EOS ICO, which truly happened in 2017 and 2018 in excess of a 11-month timeframe, sort of is recorded as maybe of the best emblematic arrangement by and large. In spite of mainstream thinking, EOS surrenders its holders' induction to the information move limit and limit of EOSIO, which is genuinely huge. EOSIO's price prediction 2022 EOSIO's truly stands firm on the 50-second traction on Congeco. EOS cost gauge 2022 especially is figured out under with an everyday period of time, which is very huge. The above chart of EOSIOs spread out the dropping channel configuration, generally called the falling channel, which is very huge. A jumping channel explicitly is outlined by two sort of equivalent trend lines, which generally is very critical. The upper trend line, which joins the highs, and the lower trendline, which joins the lows, in a real sense run parallelly downwards, which especially is very critical. This model especially is the characteristic of a quite bad market in a for the most part significant manner. At the present time EOSIOS essentially is at 0944, extremely in spite of prevalent thinking. If the model returns, the expense of EOS could for the most part show up at the resistance level of 1019, 1252 and 1413 or so, they by and large thought. If the example in every practical sense pivots, the expense of EOS could tumble to 0841. As opposed to mainstream thinking, the relative volume revol of EOSIOs generally is shown in the under diagram. Amazingly, it certainly is a sign of how the continuous trading volume has changed all through some time interval, from the precise past volume for sellers, or so they generally thought. As of now the revol of EOS lies under the end line, showing weak individuals in the barely. The most recent thing plus the moving average MA of EOSIOs is shown in the above frame, which especially is genuinely critical. Strikingly, the EOS cost really lies under 50 MA present second, so it is absolutely in a plummeting design, which essentially is very huge. As of now EOS is in a negative state, which generally is genuinely huge. There especially is genuinely conceivable of a reversal example of EOS and EOSIOS, or so they fundamentally thought. From the above diagram it will in general fundamentally be unraveled that FBTC and EOS truly are moving in a near design in an unobtrusive way. This sort of shows that when the expense of BTC augments or decreases, the expense of ETH and EOS moreover augmentation are reducing independently in an unpretentious manner. EOSIOS price prediction 2023, assuming the declining cost action tones down in force and the example switches, EOSIOS could most essentially reasonable accomplish 12 by 2023. Which really is very huge. EOSIOS price prediction 2024, with a fundamentally couple of updates in the association. EOSIOS could for the most part enter a bullish heading in a very significant manner, expecting the coin gets the notification of critical monetary supporters. EOS could prepare to fundamentally hit 17 by 2024 in an in every practical sense significant way. EOS price prediction 2025, if despite everything that EOSIOS sort of supports huge obstacle levels and really continues to be seen as a truly unrivaled endeavor decision among monetary patrons for the accompanying 3 years, EOS would rejuvenate to hit 25. EOSIOS price prediction 2026, if EOSIOS upholds huge hindrance levels and for the most part continues to be seen as a by and large unrivaled endeavor decision among monetary sponsor for the accompanying 4 years, EOS would prepare to hit 32, which sort of is genuinely critical. EOSIOS price prediction 2027, if EOSIOS essentially upholds critical resistance levels and generally continues to be seen as a sort of prevalent hypothesis decision among monetary supporters for the accompanying 5 years, EOS would rejuvenate to truly hit 38, which truly is very huge. EOSIOS price prediction 2028, in the unlikely event that EOSIOS generally holds up in Every practical sense significant solid areas for an as a genuinely predominant hypothesis decision for the accompanying 6 years. It could eyewitness basic expense rallies in an unobtrusive manner along these lines by 2028. EOS would explicitly hit 45 in an unpretentious manner. EOS price prediction 2029. Assuming monetary benefactors rush in and continue to put down their bets on EOS, it would really eyewitness huge spikes, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. EOS could essentially hit 52 by 2029 in a sort of significant manner. EOS price prediction 2030. With substantially more conspicuous types of progress in the EOS essentially natural framework, the crypto neighborhood, truly continue to place assets into EOS for the accompanying 8 years and drive basic expense rallies for the truly token in an unpretentious manner. Therefore EOS could in every way that really matters hit 60 by 2030, which generally is genuinely critical, and with truly constant overhauls in the EOS association. We can fundamentally say that 2022 is a respectable year for EOS in a by and large significant manner. Thus the bullish worth assumption for EOS in 2022 fundamentally is 460 in a significant manner. Of course, the very regrettable worth assumption for EOS for 2022 is 0828. Amazingly, in addition, with the movements and updates in the EOS genuinely natural framework, the introduction of EOS could hit 8, gaining monetary backers thought as opposed to mainstream thinking. It would quite rise above its incredible sort of high ath of 2271 in the near future, or so they in a real sense thought. 1. What for the most part is EOS in a quite enormous way. EOS really is the very nearby cryptographic cache of the electrical operating system EOS, which explicitly is very huge. EOS really is a blockchain-based decentralized working structure that sort of was somewhat shipped off in June 2018, in opposition to prevalent thinking too, or so they thought. Where might you anytime at some point, for the most part, purchase EOS really has been recorded on various crypto exchanges, which basically consolidate Binance, Bybit, Fwio, Oxmex, QOB around the world. KuCoins.com, Gadio and Bitrue. Incredibly 3 or so they certainly thought. Will EOS come to another ath soon in an unobtrusive manner, with the non-stop especially new developments and updates inside the EOS stage? EOS has a high possibility showing up at its ath soon. Incredibly 4 or so they for the most part thought. What for the most part is the continuous all-time pretty high ath of EOS in a significant way. On April 29, 2018 EOS showed up at its new all-time high ath of 2271, certainly as opposed to mainstream thinking. 5 in an unobtrusive manner is EOS a savvy interest in 2022 or so they thought. EOS certainly is apparently one of the top gaming computerized types of cash this year. Incredibly, according to the kept achievements of EOS in the past 2 or 3 months, EOS is seen as a savvy interest in 2022, which generally is genuinely critical. 6 amazingly, will EOS sort of reach 8 in a genuinely significant manner?